Taoiseach, is your international and European division concerned at all about the massacre that Israel has been perpetrating against unarmed protesters in Gaza for the last number of weeks? 2 days before those protests began, I begged you here in the Dáil to condemn and speak out against any likely Israeli armed attack on those protests. You ignored the question that day. I've asked you every single week since, as the death toll has risen now to 42 unarmed protesters shot down who represent no threat to human life. Israel's armed forces have admitted in the face of protests by Israeli and Palestinian civil society groups that they are using the rules of war and military engagement to deal with unarmed protesters. The UN has spoken out. Last week, Ilan Baruch, a former Israeli ambassador to South Africa, compared what has been done in the last few weeks to Bloody Sunday, and said it was Palestine's Bloody Sunday that was happening week in, week out. He condemned the European Union, and including Ireland, for its failure to use, quote, diplomatic means to deter Israel from such direct and brutal violence towards unarmed, non-violent Palestinian demonstrators. He asked the question, did Ireland and EU leaders prefer profitable economic cooperation between Israel and the EU member states to upholding international human rights? He went on to say, firing live ammunition at non-violent, unarmed demonstrators is an act of inconceivable brutality, yet standing indifferently on the sidelines is inconceivable too, and accused the Irish and European governments of doing exactly that. Where is the condemnation? Where are the expulsions? Where are the sanctions? Absolute deadly silence as teenagers are being mowed down by snipers and nobody is doing anything. Would you please say something, Taoiseach?
Just on Deputy Boyd Barrett's question, the Government is, of course, absolutely very concerned about the violence in Israel and Palestine. We do condemn the shooting of unarmed civilians by the Israeli Defence Forces. Let there be no doubt about that. And, of course, we also oppose violent protests and any illegal border incursions.